Hi. Yeah. Um, Sorry, I lost a bit of interest in helping you with the homework because when you were saying your cousin was just not that interested in that sort of thing, I thought, oh fuck, why am I bothering? Like I do it for you. Um, I love it. I think it's good. It sort of makes me think, would I have liked to have done a journalism course? And I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. So what happened with me is my sister was murdered. I was living in a smallish sort of town in Australia, and they put it in the paper, and it just at that time it was just embarrassing as hell. It was just awful, and I just lost it for newspapers. I lost. That's when I lost it the first time for Australian Society. They didn't care. I was just these days, if you lose, a sibling, uh, they do all sorts of counselling and that sort of thing. In those days, no, I can just get back to class. Hurry up. And it's sort of I copped it that way, and I never really recovered from it. It was just worst age. I was 14 when it happened. Just wiped me out. Um, yeah, and then lucky me, I cop it again with the divorce situation, the separation situation. They treat you like shit. So I've copped it twice, and so in a sense, I've bred hatred out of it. And as somebody said on a movie the other day, we're defined by what we hate. So like you, um, I, what you're doing with your cousin, you're doing it a certain way to help her. I did it with my track style with accounting because I looked at it and I thought, no, this is just people have all sorts. They might good people, but because they don't have parents aren't interested, or the parents are alcoholics, or the parents are just gone, or whatever, or they had drama in their life, they didn't get the help they needed, and in fact, when it got down to it, the help was probably no good either. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say to you today. And it's not much point in you just doing it for her. What I was trying to say is if you could explain it in a certain way that she understood. That's why I got down to bullshit versus fact. You're checking for it. And if she was to look at that, she'd go, is it bullshit? And where's the evidence that this writing is bullshit versus how it would be better if it was factual? Um, I just thought that'd be easier for her to, and she go, oh, yours, there's not, it's just, but some of those things were really like, I could see it because I read English, but I didn't know how to look at it at first. It took me a little while, and I thought, oh, yeah, well, this is just, and I got down to it's checking, it's checking bullshit versus fact, and I thought it's not a bad way of looking at it, because most of what we see in the press these days is bullshit. It's not actually, it's no supporting evidence or anything. There's no real press anymore, in other words. It's, it's what they call, they're just running a narrative. And whoever the establishment of the elite want in power, they use the press to push it that way. It's just all bullshit. Obvious as shit. And people get sucked into it. Like you get sucked into bad advertising. But if you look at it, if you know how to look at it, you say, no, it's just crap. It's just, the writer is just using every technique, every device to make it come across a certain way. But a technician like me would look at it and think, yeah, well, look at this, and with the help of that, actually, I learned something from that. Yeah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Yep, bullshit. The whole thing's bullshit. I mean, it might well be the case, but what I've seen here is just saying no. From the evidence that I've got here, no, no. Yeah. So, but I mean, writing is like you go on the science and engineering side of things, okay, which is one way. I don't mind that either, but it's not that different to my side of things. It's actually you're both checking, check, 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 same thing. Um, it's all about checking, and I don't think for a moment that it's not. It's not about creating; it's about checking. Yeah. So even checking your idea, believe it or not, from an entrepreneurial point of view, I knew when it started getting really condensed and that sort of, and there was just I could say a lot in a sentence. I knew it. I had it. Yeah, I was checking it. Yeah. If I have to go on and on and on, that's evidence that it's no good. The idea is no good. So now, what did I come on here to tell you about? Because I quite enjoy the feeling of it. It was a bit stressful. Like you were tired and you just wanted to get it done, and it's messy. You just wanted answers in the text and just reframe it and bang, it's there. But that's not what they want there. They want you to analyse it, which is fair enough. I want her to analyse it. Makes you wonder though, doesn't it? 18, and the way the education is structured, I just don't think anybody gets anything out of it and gets to what she's saying. I just want to get it done, just hand anything in, which is a pity because it's an interesting sort of thing. Oh, I think anyway. But I'm an old man, and I've got a lot of experience. I can look at it and go, yeah, yeah, I got that. Yeah, I see what they're driving at. What do you expect there? Yeah, well, I expect actual, factual stuff. I don't want bullshit. If I want to, I want facts. You know, and cite your where it came from. Not just out of your head. Oh, they claim this. No, who said it, and what the whole thing. Yeah. So what they were doing there was just rubbish. But that's the idea. That's what they're trying to show. But I don't care. If you don't want to do that, I don't care. That's your business. Yeah, so I'm working on the site, and fuck, it's going well. It is. Oh, nice. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, and it's see with the writing, like the science side of things, is pretty easy to see. You become an engineer, you become a this, become a that. On the writing side of things, a bit obscure and not well explained. Look, you can become a lawyer, or you could become an entrepreneur, as in my case, or you could become what else, manager. Yeah, a lot of writing, a lot of communication skills involved in management. You betcha. Mm-hmm. And writing, if you're the better you understand communication, the better you understand written communication, the better you understand verbal communication. Yeah, so it's a pity. It's just not shown well in this world. People. I've heard people say, "Oh, learning English is a waste of time," and you go, "Okay." But there are a lot of it's just what a silly thing to say. Learning English is a waste of time. Because it's not easy, as you can see. It's just as difficult as learning mathematical stuff, really. It's very subtle, it's just there. It's just nuanced this way or that way, In that case, the writer was using informal writing, short little sentences, lots of imagery, lots of, which I use in my track book. Okay, but it's to relate to you, get you just, get you on side. A formal writing is much longer, more detailed, and they try to explain things with formal writing, and it's informal, and pictures are a lot better. I can tell you, you can understand it. Formal writing's like, oh, what the fuck are they driving at here? Informal is, and if you're trying to convince somebody of an idea, you want to use informal writing, don't you? So you can relate to them. Yeah. Yeah. If I don't know, if you're at university or something, you use informal writing if you want to do it all in text. Yeah, but it's very longer sentences, quite complex, and you've got to actually get the highlighter out and read it, break it down into pieces so you can get it. Informal writing is just easy to digest. Shorter sentences, punchier, with lots of imagery, lots of, the devices they're talking about. That's what that question was asking, to identify those things. So that's what it's about. But you'd understand it in time. You'd get it. You wouldn't like it. Which is odd because you like languages. But it's just as it's no different from anything else. You'd still use your quality control skills to gauge it, to think, no, that's just informal writing, blah, blah, but you look for evidence. No, it's bullshit. You're trying to con me. You're not actually telling me the truth. I like you, Bob. I actually got a bit horny after that. I shouldn't say it. I was sitting here just thinking, and then I did a bit of cuckolding, thinking you were with somebody else, doggy stuff. Oh my Godfather! And you were saying, go and make me a hamburger, will you? Well, I'm finished in a moment. Oh, Boomba. No, I shouldn't say that, should I? It's naughty. Oh, bad boy. Why not? Yeah, and what was it? I don't think I've done a vid saying so. Yeah, with Raf. Yeah. Oh, look, it doesn't bother me. Honestly, whether she talks to me or doesn't talk to me, I really just, honestly, it's just with Western women, it's just gotten to that point. Who cares? I don't care what they say or think anymore. Yeah, and with Indy, well, I'm just saying, look, I'll try and help you out, but don't fucking put it on me. I'm trying to help you out a bit. And now what's happening is in the process helping myself. But, no, I don't owe you any money. I'm not employing you. I'm setting you up with your own little business, actually. And she knows that. And she was trying it on. She realised I wasn't going to buy it. Wasn't going to, and she'd backtrack real quick, smart. I'm just not buying it anymore. But I couldn't give a fuck anymore. They've had. So somehow, and this is what's happened. We've all men have become pussy whipped. And we're getting pushed around and bullied by women like you wouldn't fucking believe. And I've just sort of, first I went on to MGTOW and I listened to everything they said. And that slowly started coming in. And then you came on the scene and you don't treat me anything like the rest of them do. So now when they try, I sort of laugh in their face and go, oh yeah, right. I believe you. And they'll try to say last time Raph was talking, oh well, why don't you say hi Raph, how are you? I thought, why did you say hi? Curious, what's the difference? Why have I got to fucking bend over backwards for you just because you're a fucking Sheila? Sheila is a woman in Australia. It's just all shit. It's fucking been pulling the wool over our eyes for years. And the funny thing is, I only sort of finally I'm sort of getting a few things that are just clinching the deal, finalising it. And one of them was, what right do I have to fucking be high and mighty over Asia? Really? When you think about it. I mean, I didn't like being treated like that, but so fucking, so I'll cut you off. I mean, what a load of shit. It's just bullshit. It's just how you bullshit another human being. And that's the truth of it. Yeah, there could be some point there because it's, without the web page, she's going to find it hard to get customers. And there's a funny thing seems to be happening in the world. I've noticed it in the room. The Pinays, the Filipino girl called Pinays, Filipino girls, are complaining, all talking about the election, wanting to change the subject, probably bad to them. And I found myself saying, look, you reach a point where pussy and arse is just no longer interesting. And everybody's sort of shocked. And I thought, why would you be shocked? It's like there's so much of it around them. Just go on my free cams, there's thousands of cams. Just everywhere. And it's like it has no power anymore. So that's all this narcissism I keep talking about. It's losing its power, which I don't know what's going to be the outcome of, the result of it. But I can, it's just lost it. I laugh in her face. I joke, and I don't think she appreciates it, but I don't really give a shit. And I've copped it the other way for years, boom. Honestly. They treat me like shit. But now it's lost it. It's just, I don't care what they say or think or look, their little looks or their little mannerisms. No, none of it matters. It doesn't impact anymore. Yeah, so, but anyway, I was just sitting here thinking, after talking about Trump, and he's going to lose, no doubt about that. But the thing is that he's been a real inspiration. Putin too, I hate to say it. They stand there and cop the most incredible shit. And so do I. And I sort of, even if he loses, I don't care. He had just about the whole press against him. Fox came around his side in the end, but it's too late. Just the whole establishment, the whole world against him. He stood up and he kept going. I don't know, I have to admire that. I don't look at how rich he is, that sort of thing, but I just look at him as a man, and compare myself to him. And I'd like to think I was like him, actually. I wouldn't want to have every devious bloody deal going. Look, it's just, if I get shit on, I get shit on. But there's just certain people I'd like to stand next to in this world, even just, most of them. You're one of them. You cop shit. and you stand there and you keep going. That's why I like you. Uh, that's You're a bit of a Trumpy. I mean, who gives a shit if you end up earning a fortune? That's not what's important in this world. You know, it's what you like as a person at the end of the day, and that's really what it boils down to. Anyway, I think I better get back to work. I just thought I'd give you a quick vid. It's not that quick. It's 15 minutes. But anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.